Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. Pretty much the fallout from Bound for Glory last Sunday, as there are a lot of things going on right now for Bound for Glory, and we all know about the entire Austin Aries situation. Some people wonder if it's a work or is it a shoot. They don't know if it's real or not. I know there's been a lot of people talking about it right now, which I will admit, at least Impact is getting a lot of buzz because it's a mystery going on right now, and we don't know what's really going on. If Austin Aries really walked out. In my opinion, I do believe, I think it's a work, but it really did come close enough as a shoot, because if it really was a shoot, a lot of people pretty much saying, fuck Austin Aries, because this guy's had, attitude in the past with many companies. Some people believe that was the reason why he was let go from WWE, but, I don't really know what's going to happen with this. Whole Johnny Impact and Austin Aries situation, and there was no Austin Aries on the show tonight, so we did not even see him on this episode of Impact. So a lot of people have still been debating right now, is it a work or a shoot with Austin Aries? But as they showed a whole highlight video that happened last Sunday at Bound for Glory, we pretty much went to Johnny Impact, the new world champion, to begin the show. He had pretty much ready to cut a promo talking about this is a crazy business. And if you watched Bound for Glory this week, you know what happened. People said you deserve it to Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, or whatever you want to call him. Pretty much, he did pretty much how. He pretty much got into professional wrestling. How, his dad took him to, what was it, the Great Western Forum in California, and how he wanted to become a wrestler and be in this business. But as he went on to talk, he talked about California. People said SCU, I'm sure you all know what that means. Impact, he talked about being a lot of weird stuff as a kid, like breakdancing and parkour, saying it wasn't popular, but it's pretty much benefiting him in the long run. And he's been that kind of guy. He said you got to go after what you want, pretty much. And people told him that you want to pay for your own movie, you want to be a bounty hunter and stuff, and say it was dumb. But now his Boone the Bounty Hunter movie is on Netflix. And, he's proud, even though even if it's in a dollar store general, that's like 99 cents to a dollar. He knows that he did it, and he was able to make it, and he's proud of it, and he thought Survivor would be cool too. But he did say one thing. He said every kid's dream of becoming a professional wrestler is to become the world champion. And he feels like a champ right now. And some people told him in the past, saying, you could be the champ, you got the look, you got all the tools, but it's not your night. And he's been told that a long time, but now he has the title, he has the ball, and he's ready to run with it right now. And I'm not gonna hide behind two goons or politic my way or be passive aggressive or anything on Twitter, but he's gonna become a champion, be a champion, a champion to the people. And he pretty much went on to say he was gonna give a shot to anyone in the back that deserves it. Phoenix came out. Phoenix pretty much congratulated him, and you put on a great match at Bound for Glory. And he says, I've won many championships from so many companies, but I haven't won the world title in Impact Wrestling yet. And it is a great opportunity, and he wanted that opportunity against Mundo next week for the title. So he wanted a championship match against him. Johnny says, we're friends, but when we go against each other, we're not going to hold anything back. We're going to kick the living crap out of each other for this title. And, by the end of the night, he said he would shake his hands if he became the world champion, unlike previous champions. He said the Mexican King, next week is going to go against Johnny Impact, and we're going to tear the house down. Phoenix said, Animo to end the thing. If you haven't seen Lucha Underground, I believe these two have already faced in Lucha Underground, and I'm sure they're going to put on a great match next week, too. So I am looking forward to it, as Impact's first title defense will be next week on the show. So I'm looking forward from there. But a pretty good promo from both guys, so really good. one thing, I guess, get this out of the way right now. This is pretty much the final time Impact will be on at 7 o'clock on Pop TV. They are moving 2 hours ahead, so in my time zone, it will be from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Now, pretty much a lot of people have been saying this, that it's because of the declining in ratings. Some say it's been the NFL football games that have pretty much caused those declines in ratings, because people are watching football and they're not watching the show. They had a small increase this week, but it wasn't that big of an increase for Impact Wrestling. I don't really know how it's going to do really better, especially if you're going to move the show later on in the night. That's not really good, because, taking away from prime time from that 7 o'clock area. Now, the rumors are supposed to be that they are, hopefully they are getting a new TV deal somewhere that, hopefully there are more ratings. Because, let's be honest, everyone doesn't have Pop TV. My friend told me this. He doesn't have Pop TV. So the only way you're really going to watch Impact is through the internet when you think about it. If this was on Spike TV, well, now called the Paramount Network, that'd be a different story. But since, come on, everybody didn't have Destination America too. I'm going to assume that also. If you do, then hey, that's great for you, but I don't even know if everyone had that. But hopefully they get on some channel. I don't know what channel they'll be on, because their TV deal comes up at the end of the year. I don't know if they're going to re-sign with Pop TV, but we will have to find out and see what happens if they do sign back with Pop TV and that. I really do believe they should go to a new channel so they can get some type of ratings on there. It's like I said before, everyone doesn't have Pop TV. They're gonna watch this stuff on the internet. That's why the ratings are not really good as it is right now. I'm not saying they were really ever great to begin with, and yeah, they probably got up to what, 300, 400,000 views if I'm correct, from time to time, but they're not in that 1 point something million viewers every week. If it's a Spike TV, that'd be a difference. But Pop TV, like I said before, everyone does not have that channel. So moving on from the entire TV spot though, which they were promoting next week, as they call it, After Dark. They didn't make a big thing about it, but they did tell everyone throughout the night, we're changing time slots. We're going to call it Impact After Dark. So we're trying to promote this one way or another, as Josh Matthews and Don Callis did throughout the night. And as they talked about what's going to be on tonight's show, we pretty much went to Mackenzie Mitchell interviewing Tommy Dreamer. And, he made an unexpected appearance here, as, he talked about House of Hardcore and talked about Moose. There's only a few people that went from the NFL to pro wrestling. That was Wahoo McDaniel, Ernie Ladd, and Goldberg. And now, Moose is trying to cut corners. And, him teaming with Killer Cross right now. But he pretty much told Moose, you need to learn from your mistakes. You slammed me on my head and you destroyed Eddie Edwards, and I couldn't do nothing about it. But tonight, he was going to do something to Killer Cross tonight. Because he said he's going to take a chair and hit Moose in the head, give him a concussion like he has felt in the 90s in ECW. Concussion shouldn't happen anymore, but I'm not going to be politically correct right here. Really trying to bring that CTE into it still. I heard something. Bringing that CTE thing still going on. Head injuries and stuff, but Dreamer's supposed to go against Killer Cross tonight, so we'll see how that goes. They then went to Mackenzie Mitchell and Moose, pretty much interviewing Moose and Killer Cross as they were walking down the street. Moose wearing this, what did he say it was? A Shaolin monk suit, he said. Like one of those really custom, silver and everything. It's something like a Shaolin monk will wear, or like, almost, I don't know the word, so I'm not really gonna say it, because I see the Shaolin monk thing in it though, so I'm gonna go with Moose, because I'm trying to remember the name of the clothes he was wearing, but I believe it was like I said, a Shaolin monk suit. And he talked about he was stunning, and how Mackenzie is stunning, but he talked about Tommy Dreamer saying, you talk about these, you still got a chance to get into your head, and that you are a legend, but Moose is a life legend. Cross pretty much says he was going to take out Tommy Dreamer tonight, so damage was about to get worse for him. Taya went against Katarina. Taya won the match pretty good, I will say that. Went on the road to Valhalla. She then pretty much went to into an interview after the whole thing with Tessa Blanchard, match from last Sunday. Talk about the whole ring apron pulling, and Taya said, that Tessa's one of the best in the world, but that she is disappointed by Tessa, and that, why did you even do that? So she was really disappointed in her, which is kind of weird because Taya was kind of an entitled heel at one point before they turned into a face and was knocking everyone around, but now she's mad because Tessa pulled the ropes or something, if I remember from last Sunday, and kind of just whining about it, about Tessa. So I'm sure we'll see a rematch from here with these two, but it's just kind of like she just kind of moaned and complained when talking about the whole controversy last Sunday with Tessa Blanchard. But pretty good match with her and Katarina. I don't know what they're doing with Katarina. I guess she's still fighting Grado and Joe Hendry, I'm gonna assume. So we'll see what goes on from there. Matt Sydal and Ethan Page were on a roof somewhere, pretty much talking about enlightenment and how she's, Page is gonna take out Trevor Lee tonight to open his third eye. We'll see where this goes. Raju was somewhere as Gama Singh said, "You're gonna face me next week," which Raju says, "What is going on?" Listen, I don't know what this Desi Hit Squad is going. I don't even know much about this Gama Singh guy, if he can even wrestle. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, I don't really. And right, Raju's kind of good. Was he Hakeem Zayn before he won that global something when Jeff Jarrett was still in control of the company? But he won that, and this Desi Hit Squad hasn't worked, so I guess they broke that in tag team. Hopefully they put this guy by himself, because he should be in the X Division and probably do something good over there. Ethan Page when he gets Trevor Lee, which is a very solid match. I was surprised it went this long in that squash match, since Ethan Page making his second appearance back in the company, because remember he was Chandler Park playing as Abyss's was it his brother or cousin, I think it was. And that didn't work, so now he's back as All Ego Ethan Page. He pretty much won with a Uranagi on Trevor Lee. Not a bad match though, I will say that. They kind of address Trevor Lee's losing streak right now. I don't know if it's gonna lead something, Trevor Lee getting a push, which I hope so, because this guy really needs something. He really does. I don't know, man. The guy's really talented and he's good, and I feel like they should really be pushing him for the world title, but they have him job out to almost everybody every week and did that stupid Cult Elite thing, which didn't go anywhere. Come on, the other guy left. What was his name? Andrew Everett. He's not even there anymore. So if I would Impact, they really need to do something with Trevor Lee, or they're going to lose this guy, because this guy's got a lot of talent, okay? They went to Mackenzie Mitchell talking to Rich Swan and the Mac, or Willie Mac, or whatever Mac you want to go with. As they talked about, as they pretty much talked to them in the back, as Swan talked about Mac mode, and Mac saying, I came in, I put in put in work with Swan and sent Sydal and Page somewhere packing. But, he said that Swan's got an opportunity tonight, and, I'm going to let you handle this on your own, going against Cage. As Swan said, I got to face the Machine tonight. And, he said he has the charisma, athleticism, and raw talent, but, he's going to go in against Cage for the fight of his life tonight. So that's going to go down, which should be a really good match, and I'll get to that in a few minutes from there. But I hope to see more of Mac in Impact, because I see the guy on Lucha Underground all the time. I already talked about him on Sunday, but I already saw the match he did against Cody recently. So I'm hoping that Mac gets some bigger opportunities more and more, because the guy is really that good. So I hope to see more matches out of him in Impact Wrestling. Next thing you know, they went to Kiera Hogan Alley, as Alley now has black hair, since they said she is soulless now, but she was still acting like the same Alley. But we'll get to that soon enough. They did their flashback of the week with Nick Aldis and Eric Young for the world title, and Eric Young won it. Petey Williams was talking to Scarlett Bordeaux in the back, talking about her being his client, but she says, you're impressive, but you're gonna have to send in a talent search, which is now open to fans now. So anybody can send a video in to Scarlett Bordeaux. I don't know how they're gonna send these tryout videos in, but you can send it in to her, and maybe she'll become your manager. So this is we're letting the fans into this now too. We thought it was the roster, but now the fans are gonna be part of this now. And Petey Williams is doing his best to try and get her for some reason. Killer Cross went against Moose. Not Moose. I meant Tommy Dreamer. Not a bad match. Moose did try to get involved, but After 2 Doomsday Saito suplexes, the referee pretty much threw out the match. It was stoppage. Dreamer could not continue. They start beating up Tommy Dreamer and then speared him, leaving him in the ring. I'm going to assume they're a tag team now, Moose and Killer Cross. I don't know where Austin Aries is right now, so we'll see where this goes. But I do like heel Moose. Heel Moose is great. Heel Moose is awesome. He is way better than face Moose, and I will say the Shaolin monk suit does look cool. Next thing we know, Eli Drake was in the back talking about being destroyed by Abyss last Sunday and the whole La Parka thing happening. And he said, he said this is an unsafe work environment because he talked about the whole LAX and OG's Concrete Jungle match, which was very brutal to watch and kind of unsafe, especially I was scared for those floorboards on the ground. Somebody would have went through it and damn it probably could have killed themselves. But he was suing Impact for unsafe work environment. I really don't know where that's going. LAX were somewhere in a bar celebrating, pretty much saying, King ain't here no more. We beat the OGs. The OGs then came in. Kingston was all covered up with bandages, and he had a message to deliver to Conan that the bosses have pretty much come up with I guess a truce or something, but they were kind enough to let Kingston and the OGs keep a piece of New York. So the only condition is that LAX stay on their side and the OGs stay on their side. And Conan says, you're on the wrong side right now, so get to stepping. The OGs left. So I'm going to assume this is the end of the OGs and LAX feud. So I guess now that since the whole battle is over, the feud is over, the bosses or the higher-ups have now said that, listen, you guys go your way and you go the other way. Which was pretty much like an OVE of how long they battled. And they say, you know what? We're going to go our way right now, and you go your own way. So I guess now LAX will be moving to another feud. Hopefully they can move on to some tag team around here, because we don't... Listen, there's one thing the problem this company has is there's a lack of tag teams. It really is. We had Andrew Everett and DJZ. Andrew Everett left, and that only went... They only had, held the titles, a week or two. Scott Steiner ain't here really no more to tag with Eli Drake. I'm going to assume Moose and Killer Cross are a tag team. Desi Hit Squad is done. I would make Rich Swan and the Mac a tag team when you think about it, or Ethan Page and Matt Sydal, because they really need some tag teams. I swear to God, they need some tag teams. I'm not even playing around here. Someone get these guys some tag teams. This company, because we can't do this whole OGs and LAX feud forever. As great as it's been, and the back and forth, and both guys trying to outdo all these teams trying to outdo each other. What is their... Come on, this had to be the end goal right here. This was the end game. Bound for Glory, we had to end the story. So we got to move on to something else. So LAX, hopefully they'll get someone great to face, and I'm sure it'll be a great feud also. The OGs, I don't know where Homicide, Hernandez, and King go from here. I don't know. We're going to have to hopefully see where it goes then, because they're not going to be going after Conan and them no more. Like I said, it's been a great feud, but everybody's got to move on to something new. They really do. Yeah, where's Diamante? Bring her back. Where's she been? She only popped up during this whole King saga, and we haven't seen her since, unless she's still hurt last time I remember. So maybe she'll be back hopefully soon. Allie went against Alicia Edwards. I don't know, man. This Allie thing, I'm not sure. Listen, I know they're following the whole thing that happened last Sunday with the Undead Realm. As she changed and went into some demon thing, which the people chanted Psycho Bunny, which was kind of cool, I will say that. But fans chanted, we love Kira in the match. Pretty much Allie pretty much got this dark alley, and here with her code breaker finish. Then she started beating up Alicia Moore. Kira had to hold her back, so this is now Dark Alley, or she's Soulless Alley, since she went to the Undead Realm and does not have her soul anymore. And I don't know when Rosemary's coming back, or this still thing continues with Sue Young. So we'll see what happens with this, with Psycho Bunny or something. But now she's real dark. She's got to be Dark Alley or something, or wherever this is going. So I guess again, rid of the Bubbly Alley. So I'm not really sure where this is going. I honestly don't know. Next thing you know, someone that is coming to Impact. And if you don't know about the symbol and the silhouette, that is Jordan Grace. I've heard a lot about her recently. I will say I did see her at All In. She was in that over the budget top battle royale. She did eliminate Brian Cage in that battle royale. If you do not believe me, go look at All In. I was there at All In. I've heard her name around lately, mostly through Twitter and some matches here and there. But I think she's like really strong. I do know. Come on, she picked up Cage, so she's like big power. I don't want to say. Should I say power lifter or something? But that she is a great addition to the Knockouts since she is coming to the company though. But she is really good though. I will say that from the little footage I've seen here and there and seeing her live, she is really good. So Jordan Grace is coming to Impact soon. I don't know when. I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I am looking forward to it. But if you want to see a match she has been in, go look at the Over the Budget Battle Royale back at All In. I was there. I saw it. Check it out. Main event, Brian Cage versus Rich Swan for the X Division Championship. Very great match, I will say that. Really fun to watch. Swan looked like he was going to get the win after hitting a lethal injection and then going for a 450 and get 450, but Swan tried to do a Fiend Splash, missed it. Cage hit the power bomb and then the Weapon X for the victory. Next thing you know, Sami Callihan came out then and pretty much told Cage look at the screen as he was pinned by Sami Callihan last Sunday at Bound for Glory. So I guess he's next in line for the X Division title. Callihan kicked Cage in the bad thigh, but OVE tried to come out and help. Jake Chris tried to come from the top rope, but Cage caught him, hit it with a drill call. Dave Chris had a lot of fear in his face, and they dragged Jake out of there. So I guess we're not doing an OVE versus Brian Cage feud. I guess this is where this is going now. We're going to see OVE versus Brian Cage. I don't know where this is going to go, but we'll have to find out and see what the plan is in all of this. I'm not really sure, but like I said, we will find out and see. But a pretty good episode of Impact. A lot of follow-up to Bound for Glory. I don't know how many tapings this was in this episode. I think it was 2 of them. So I'm not really sure. But next week they are moving to a later time slot. Like I said before early in the video, hopefully you get a new TV deal or something. Because moving to a later time spot is not good. It really isn't. So it's not really going to help in the long run for them. But like I said, they had a really good pay-per-view last Sunday. I don't think it was better than Slammiversary, but I still enjoyed the pay-per-view, and it is worth the watch. But, there's a lot of good follow-up from here. I don't know what the status of Austin Aries is right now. I do believe this is a work, but I could be wrong. We will have to find out and see. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe, and check out my Bound for Glory review last Sunday. I'm out.